right, problem 1. What is the distance from 1, 2 to 3, 6? So we're trying to just simply find how far apart they are. Remember, that's basically a Pythagorean theorem. We're going to find this length, the horizontal length, and the vertical length. Well, this horizontal length right here of this leg is simply the change in our x values. The vertical length is simply the change in our y values. So when I mean change, that means we're just subtracting and find how far apart they are. So let's find how far apart our x's are. Our x's go from 1 to 3. So I know this leg is 2. My y values, which are 2 and 6, differ by 4. So I basically have a right triangle that has legs of 2 and 4. So I know I can do 2 squared plus 4 squared equals the hypotenuse c squared, and I solve it. Now, if we remember the distance formula, some people just like to remember the distance formula, which is simply the distance is equal to the change. Whoops, everything sort of moved on me there. The change in our x's squared plus the change in our y's squared. Well, that's what you and I just did over here. The change in our x's was 2, so we're going to do 2 squared. The change in our y's was 4, because 6 minus 2 has a difference of 4. Now, some of you might go, oh, I did 2 minus 6 and got negative 4. Distance is always positive here. Okay, so we're just trying to figure out the difference between 2 and 6. And even if you squared a negative 4 times negative 4 is going to be positive 16. No matter what you do, it's going to be positive. So here we have 4 plus 16, so square root of 20 is going to be our answer for the distance between these points, which when we grab a calculator, it's like 4.47. So we'll just say, hey, it's about 4.5. Let's look at problem 2. If angle 1 and angle 2 are vertical angles, we must know vertical angles. Vertical angles are angles that are sort of on the opposite side of the axis. Okay, sort of comes in, it's like two lines coming in, they hit, and then it's the other side coming back out. They're always going to be equal. So as soon as I see this, I know angle 1 is equal to angle 2. And it says angle 1, it tells me, hey, this guy is 2n, excuse me, plus 60. Angle 2 is 4n plus 20. It's just an equation. I just got to solve it for n, and I'll have my value, and I can plug it back in to find the angle. So I'm going to subtract 2n from both sides. I'm going to get 2n plus 20 over here on the right. I got 60 over here. I now move my 20 over by subtract 20. I'm going to move this up so we can see it over here. So we're just going to move her up over here. So we end up with 40 is equal to 2n. I divide by 2. You're going to get n is 20. That is not the answer. It does not say, hey, what is n? It says, what is the measurement of angle 2? Angle 2 is 4 right here. It says angle 2 is 4 times whatever n is plus 20. Well, 4 times 20 is 80. 80 plus 20 makes angle 2 what? Angle 2 is 100 degrees, which since angle 1 and angle 2 are vertical, angle 1 would also be 100 degrees.